So first of all, political foundations are part of the political arena. So we are advising in the best case, or we are observing political developments, political situations. In the case of Morocco, we are very lucky that we have two political partners that are part of the government currently. So we have two parties we are closely cooperating with. That's the RNI and the Istiklal Party, because they're part of the European political family we are coming from. So our foundation is affiliated with the CDU party in Germany, but it's independent from the party. It's a very specific relationship and a very specific concept we have in Germany, that every established party can found an affiliated foundation that gets funded by the German state. So we are working with federal taxpayers' money to implement projects, especially also abroad, to help countries, societies to develop further. And in that, we are accompanying the German foreign policy approach. Coming back to the example of Morocco, we are here to help Istiklal and RNE, for example, to develop visions for the future of Morocco that can benefit the people of Morocco. These are visions we are not implementing or obstructing on them, but they are telling us their needs, they are telling their perspective, and we try to build around it a vision that is sustainable, a vision that is competitive also, if we talk about political campaigning, for example. And through that, we hope that the visions that the politicians from these two parties are going to implement have a lasting impact on the development of the country. We are not only focusing on political parties. That's not always the case in other contexts, for example, in other countries where we do not have political partners. In those cases, we work with authorities or civil society, but always with the goal to help these societies or politicians to develop sustainable policies. I think, especially in times of crises, global crises like climate change, ongoing wars, social frictions, it's very important to have a bit of a broader perspective about things, about things that are interconnected globally or regionally. And our foundation, is like other foundations, have a broad network from with different perspectives. For example, our CAS Foundation has offices in more than 100 countries, or is present and to work in more than 100 countries around the globe. It helps us to bring in certain perspectives or other perceptions of the challenges we all face. And through that, we hope that we can have a dialogue, build a platform of different perceptions, and then come up with solutions. So just as an example, we have our office here in Morocco, and we hope that we can bring experiences from the Moroccan, for example, energy transition, from the Moroccan discussions about social reforms, about the development of technologies, for example, to the discussion in Europe, or be it around security, be it around migration, so to connect it with our other offices and with our other programs. And I think through that, with our global network, we can enrich political discussions, and at the end, we can enrich political decision-making.
Okay.
Transatlantic relationship is something that is in the core of our work. We were founded several decades ago, and the transatlantic relationship was always one cornerstone of our international cooperation. That was specifically with the United States of America and Canada to an extent, but it includes, historically even seen in the Konrad Adenauer Foundation, Latin America. We opened offices in the 1970s. These were our first offices abroad in Latin America. And so we always had this transatlantic approach to help to connect the two continents. With our work in Sub-Saharan Africa, North Africa, we try to enrich also these components, because for us as Europeans, as a German foundation, these transatlantic relations are the key also for our foreign policies. So everything that happens in the Atlantic Basin is relevant for Europe and relevant for Germany. We are an export-driven nation that is based on multilateral standards, so we need to have good understanding of what's going on, especially in the Atlantic region. So it's not only the good intention or the goodwill to help other countries, it's in our own interest to have a good understanding of what's going on in the Atlantic region.